So in early January 2025, I visited with Dr. Mary because I wasn't feeling well. And she sent me for CAT scan. And I came back after that she got the results, and she informed me that it was ovarian cancer. And she proceeded to directly get in touch with her friend, colleague from years ago, oncologist and surgeon at Mass General in Boston. And she set me up with an appointment for Monday. She also took blood work. The next day she called me and said the blood work confirmed it was ovarian cancer. And I said to Dr. Mary, I says, we're going after this like David versus Goliath. So the battle began. I went into Boston, got 3 liters of peritoneal fluid taken out of my body after my first chemo treatment, and it came back. The peritoneal fluid came back, and this was over the long weekend in February. And by Monday, I couldn't even eat anything. I couldn't even drink Ensure. So the person who was my healthcare proxy said, I think you need to be admitted. And I said, I think you're right. So she called my doctor's office in Boston. They said, get me to the nearest hospital and get me transported to Mass General. So I live in Haverhill, Mass, and I got transported to Lawrence General Hospital. By the time I got there, I was in AFib and quite a mess, evidently. They didn't think I was going to make it. They put a tube up my nose and down my throat so my body could get rid of the things it wasn't getting rid of that it needed to. And I was there for a few hours. My pastor came, prayed over me. Someone else came, prayed over me. I knew he had come, but I didn't know how long he'd been there. I guess I got transported about 2.5 hours later to Mass General. And all this time, I knew I was being transported, but I was pretty much out of it. So sometime in that time of incoherence, I received a vision from the Lord. The Lord showed me cupped hands like this, and those hands were carrying me in my spirit. They carried me to the tree of life, which looked like the tree in the movie Avatar, which is beautiful and sparkly and just full of life and love and light. And they laid me at the foot of that tree and left me there. Those hands were everyone's prayers. And then when I was in Mass General, on the wall they have the TV that shows all the pictures of the streams, the desert, the oceans, the lakes, the forests. Well, Jesus came to me while I was there, and he said, come walk with me and be healed. So he would come and visit me and take me by the hand sometimes, and sometimes he would just walk beside me. And we traveled the forest and along the streams and through the desert and across the side of the lakes and the beaches and everything together. And then when I got better, started being able to keep my eyes open, and I got home, and when I left that hospital, I knew that I was here because of everyone's prayers and because of God's will and nothing more. And that was in March, March, I ended up having my food port taken out, and I had my surgery in June. They cut me from my esophagus to the upper part of my pelvic area and took the ovaries out, the appendix out, a bunch of the stomach tissue, part of the bowel that was pushed against by the cancer. And when I left the hospital after that surgery and came home, I felt I was completely healed. Thanks be to God.